Welcome to State Scoop TV. I'm Jake Williams. We are here today with Chris Cruz. He's the Deputy Chief Information Officer for the state of California. Chris, how you doing?
I'm doing great, thank you. Thanks for having me, Jake.
Thank you. Thanks for being here. And so Chris, we're here at NASCIO Midyear 2017 in Crystal City, Virginia. I wanted to talk to you a little bit about cloud. I know that's something that we've talked about here at the conference. What is your agency doing with cloud, and what do you see on the horizon?
Well, Jake, I think we're evolving our cloud strategy today. As you know, we have what's called Cal Cloud in California. We've expanded that to 17 public private cloud vendors today. So we're expanding our cloud strategy to be more of a hybrid cloud approach because we think that best serves the customers and the constituents and community that we serve. And so moving forward, we think there's some cost points on ROI that can be more effective with a hybrid cloud strategy. So that being said, we've had cloud on-premise for infrastructure as a service, and now we're using the public cloud outsourcing strategy for software as a service and also platform as a service. So diversifying our cloud strategy has become very important in California as we serve not only state government, but cities and counties and now academia, as we're leveraging academia into our statewide network in a peer-to-peer relationship.
That's great. So you mentioned hybrid there, and tell me a little bit more about that hybrid approach. How are you embracing it, and how is it better serving your citizens and enabling you to conduct business internally?
Well, I think one of the things with a hybrid approach too, Jake, will allow us in California to standardize IT infrastructure. One of the areas in California, we've been rather a federated type structured IT organization. This will allow us to standardize and develop IT enterprise and asset management at the Department of Technology level, and really allow us to broker services through Department of Technology that align with our new security standards, our new security operations center that we're standing up, our cybersecurity relationship with our Cal OES partners, Department of Military and California Highway Patrol, and allow us to really present the interconnectivity through our statewide data center into Equinox, which will allow for those services to be provisioned in a very safe and secure manner. So we think that this is really the way to go, given a lot of emphasis now is being put on information security, and really what gets measured truly gets managed from that particular perspective. And much like the highway, we'll have a statewide IT infrastructure that has built-in standardization with higher levels of security and encryption involved.
That's fascinating stuff. And so a little bit more on the hybrid model there. Tell me how it enables you, what does it enable you to provide to your customers that an alternative model would not?
Well, I think diversification. There's, as mentioned, we have 17 cloud vendors now. Our goal is to have a seamless amount of cloud vendors at different levels of security. FedRAMP High is the first area that we're qualifying vendors for, because that's security that public health and PHI data sorely need. And then we'll go to FedRAMP Moderate. So we can manage the levels of security and the management of infrastructure, but I think the diversification of cloud services out there, we can ensure it meets the state's requirements and really give our customers ROI, efficient and effective services, and the best price and volume points for those types of service providers. Also too, as we streamline that, we're also working on procurement modernization that will help both the vendor community and our customers identify those opportunities in our service level catalog. And that way, time to market is much more efficient and effective, and they can provision services right away as opposed to waiting days. So we see this as really being a very effective approach in California that addresses our cost issues, addresses our security framework, addresses enterprise standardization from an IT infrastructure, and also puts us in a standardization period of cost. And that way we'll be able to identify all IT infrastructure costs within the state to the administration, and puts us in a better place moving forward.
That's great. And so, I want to take it one step further with hybrid. Tell me how hybrid IT really fits into the overall strategy of your agency, and how is it helping to transform you guys going forward? I know that's a big focus for you.
Right, and so hybrid IT is not only within our cloud strategy, and we're revising and putting a new cloud strategy together, and we're laying out that at our vendor forum next month, but we're also looking at agile. Agile in a way to look at new and iterative ways of doing project development and bringing value to projects. We think the skateboard process of, as I always say, crawl, walk, run is a very efficient way to get quick wins, and that way we don't find ourselves in these monolithic projects in the state that create a lot of risk for us. And so I think introducing Agile, introducing the training, being able to train our staff in a new way of hybrid IT really makes sense from a DevOps perspective, and getting folks to manage things at an executive level. Now we bring the business value into the process much quicker than we did under the old legacy type processes. And we think that Agile is a very effective way of moving forward, and also looking at workforce development as well, of bringing in new resources that can do do Scrum type teams, that can manage in an agile environment, that can be more prescriptive in the way that they do business, and really lay out a model of success for the future. So as we attract millennials into government, they'll already have the skill sets to do the job. So I think California government is perfectly positioning itself to attract, not only retain, but attract and recruit new individuals who can come in with this new hybrid approach. In terms of hybrid as well, we also have the public-private partnership with the vendors. So it gives vendors an opportunity to come into our organization and work side by side with state resources to help us implement, to help us train, provide knowledge transfer, and execute at the highest levels of our most mission-critical systems.
That's great. And so last question here, we've talked a lot about the work that you're doing now, and I want to talk a little bit about the future. How do you see hybrid IT evolving in the future of your agency? And really, do you envision a future where your agency and where government in general evolves itself out of the hybrid model?
Well, I think right now, as we go into this hybrid model, we see this as an efficient and effective way of doing business. It puts the state into position of, here's our core competencies, but here's additional services that we can leverage from third parties. But I think the key to a successful hybrid model is standardization, is processes, is a methodology, and a procurement model that makes sense to be able to support that level of what I call diversification. And customers today want more. They want more gadgets, they want more technology, they want more services, and they want it in an expedited fashion. Having this agile approach and having a hybrid approach of standardization within our service level catalog, within our service level agreements, will help us get there and continue to rise to a level of maturity to ensure that hybrid IT is successful for years to come.
That's great. Well, I look forward to hearing more about that. Chris, thanks for being with us today.
Well, thank you very much. Appreciate it.
For more about what Chris is up to in California's Department of Technology, check out statescoop.com and subscribe to the Daily Scoop e-newsletter, which hits inboxes every single morning during the week. So thank you for watching, and thank you, Chris, for being with us.
Thanks for having me. Appreciate it.